I'm back. Had to go for a drive and come back, and I missed that entrance. Bummer. But it did work out, as I said, for Bitcoin as my post. However, I have other trades in go, so but I would like to get that. It was an easy one, and potentially this price is going to continue on. Hello, I better turn those alerts off. Where's those alerts? Into alerts. Come on. Let me know if you're not working. Oh, okay. So if I take a bit, you can hear me, and I better bring that noise down a bit. That chill music. And my PC is still a bit slow. Okay. We've got a few followers, a few people online. Good. It's working, thank you. Great. I've got this big screen. I don't know what it looks like on your side. It's my 4K screen, so it's got a lot of surface area, so I can squeeze more charts in it. I'm looking to buy another one actually. But anyway, let's get started. So before I left, I was looking at Bitcoin and a continuation pattern, and it looks like it. And that it fits that fractal that I was looking at with Neo. And sometimes it's good to recognize patterns. So Bitcoin's going to continue on, and so we hit my first target, 65K. And if you watch my other videos or streaming, I demonstrated how I work these out, how I work these targets out. And this 68K range to 69K range is worked by this structure, which is an inverse head and shoulders, or a significant big triangle, and that's where it is. So in the smaller area, if you look on the small time frames, I like 15 minutes, and sometimes I actually use 5 minutes to see an entrance. Sometimes they give you clues. So that's what I have for Bitcoin, and a continue motion up. It might come down to retest this level. That's probably not going to happen because it's currently bullish. So let's just put that to the side and work on other charts. Okay. What I'll do is go for a quick scan. And ADA was one of my ongoing ones. So where's ADA? ADA's here. Here we go. I think I better close a few screens. So I have engine here. What have we got here? Let's see. H bar. HBAR is not going anywhere, so I'll close that one. RVN is still looking to break that level. So that's the trigger. It's done a bit of a fake out, as you can see. RVN. And we want to see a trend, right? So RVN needs to break that level. We've got the first touch, second touch. I'm looking for a third touch and then potentially go up. So this trend line is not confirmed until this breaks. Although it's come out, it's probably using a support. But that's RVN. So what I'll do is, myself, I'll put an alert. Let me know when that's touched again. So when I say touch, it needs a pullback. So let me close that one. On my mind. That was RVN before I was working on. I'm just going to go through what I have open. And then I want to close some charts because my PC is struggling a bit. So this one looks good, OMG. So OMG's been doing great. Had this big structure. It's actually not it. What we're going to do is, this was the mini structure. This was more important here. A local structure. And actually right there was a breakout right there. So if you're paying attention to it, the first clue for people that are looking for ways of strategy, I use the 13 and 50 EMA. When it crosses over, I tend to look when it crosses over and in the context of a structure. So that was a clear indication of going in. And that bullish candle is saying buy, jump in, because we got this structure, which is a bullish expanding wedge. And the fact that we've got the 13 crossing over with the 50, and we have this bullish candle that says buy. So I didn't see it. There's many charts. That's why I'm looking at getting a few people on board in the community so we can all work together and find charts that are about to break out. So this was a big reversal structure. Just doing quick thinking. And you can see even here, there was a bit of a pause based on this trend line and then kept going. Now we're here with OMG. And because we have had a good run, we had a double top here. I would say OMG is going to go in a range. So that is the bottom for OMG. I don't think it'll go any lower than that. What we're going to have is a Fibonacci level, and we should track it. Okay, so it's already found its resistance based on that fib. And let's see. My gut feeling is if it does consolidate here, we'll go up higher. And what I like to see is go above the 0.05 Fibonacci, and then give us a clue onto the structure, and then we move from there. So at this point, if you missed it, let it go, and then wait for an opportunity to go in. So I'll say that. That's for me to come back to, because there's no trend. This is a trend that is sideways. So now if it's going sideways or ranging sideways, we need to understand what the structure looks like before we jump in. Similar to here. It's a big structure, it's taken a while, and therefore a big move. And now a double top. And I think this OMG is done for a while. It's going to go sideways for a while. And there's probably a bit of candidates out there. So I'll close IMG. What I'll do with IMG, I'll just make an imaginary line. And if it passes it, I'd like to know about it. At this point, I'll ignore the wicks. I'll use the body and give some breathing room. And let's see if it builds something up here. Flow. So as you can see, flow is, I think it's flow is specifically for FTX exchange, and it does look like slightly lower highs with the wicks, and it's potentially going to go to the upside. So I would say that's a good buy there. We have good resistance. So we have proven resistance here, and now we have support. And if we were to add another level to it, just see if yep, that makes sense as well. So you can say this line, that's confluence. So let's, but before you jump in, you want to see a bullish candle. You can't just jump in. Here at the moment, it's undecisive on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour. This is what the 1 hour does. Okay. So that is the level that I'll be watching, and I want to see what it does here. If it still crawls along this line as support, similar to this, if you see something like that here, then it's a buy signal, and then potentially I move to the upside. So what we want to do is see what's happening in the next few candles, next few hours. Let's just see what happens. So we've got the A, B, C. Okay, potentially there's a good buy here, and it's ready to pop up or break down. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that one. Keep flow ready. Let's see Neo. Oh, there we go. Neo's already gone. So it's broken that level. I have Neo in my trade. Let me just check what's going on with that. Obviously, I don't want you to see it. Let's see Neo. Great. I'm in the positive. There are any other trades? Okay, so that one's a small trade there too. Okay. We've got two Neo trades going on. Okay. So Neo, from a structural perspective, has more to go. That's my understanding. So if you want to have it, see my opinion on Neo, that's it. I was explaining to one of my mates today that there was a big structure here. From this structure, we have one base, another big structure, and two mini structures. So it's still got more to go, and to find the entrance points, you need to go to the lower time frames and have a look. But if I was to look at Neo from a big perspective, I'll go on the daily. Okay, so this line is invalid on this. Yeah, that's invalid. And let's add the 10 and 20 moving average on the daily. Okay. It's not even actually touching, is it? So It's not really touching it. So the 10 daily is not right. The 12 hourly. So what you need to do is now wait for a pullback if you want to look for an interest point on the 12 hour. And currently what we have here on the 12 hour is that level that was just broken. So price is just going to go up. That was my first target, so it's going to the second target. Where is that? I haven't put it in. Okay. Maybe one of my posts. So I'll close Neo just to free up a bit of thing. CPU, memory. This is engine. Engine's not, so there was a possibility for the breakout, but the indicators show that no, there is none. Still downward pressure, so engine is out of the picture for the time being. I'm looking at this purple area as a support, and we've got this moving average. Which one's that? Okay, that's the daily 10 moving average. Currently looking like support. And yeah, we want to see a reversal in this area in the MACD. At the moment, there's nothing there. I thought I said that. Is that? RVN had a great, so ING had a great run. Now it's this sideward motion, and I'm looking at hopefully an entrance for it. So this green zone is my buy zone, but I don't see momentum, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it and use my funds for other trades until I see something moving here. Then I'll throw my money back in. But at the moment, there's nothing really significant with ING. So I'll close that. This is DOS. I was looking at DOS the other day. Someone said something about that could go really high, potentially. But at the moment, no big move coming, so I'll leave that. I'll just rename that. Now, there was a coin recently released on Binance, so I missed that one. And you can see, even with the moving average, this is the 5 minute. Let's look at 15 minute. Yeah, so this could have been a real good opportunity, guys. So what happened? Price went all the way up, dumped, found support, and from really, it doesn't look much, but from here to there was 80%. So if you keep an eye on it, you would have seen something, an opportunity come in. Because these candlesticks kept getting bigger and bigger, so that's just telling you that, yep. And we've got this MACD turning bullish. So once it crossed over here, there's a good sign that that's kind of bullish. Now, so we're looking at the 5-15 minute. It's something to keep your eye on. Let's see how this works out. See if it gives us more clues. But this is TLM. That's what Bitcoin's doing at the moment. Oh, there you go. Bitcoin's still going. What's the price? $64,000. Ooh. Close on. STMX. No, so I've got a few charts here. Loom looks all right at the moment. It seems to be holding at this level. That's 30 minutes. Hedro got a big rejection. Not trustworthy. Dash is on its way up. There's nothing. Here was the only opportunity. VeChain. If you were watching it at the time, that was a perfect point to buy. VeChain's going on. I put an update post, I think, with VeChain. I still believe it's got more to go. Okay. I don't have it up at the moment. Litecoin and these are two that came. Yeah, so it's moved. Okay, so it's broken out. I missed that one. So no, actually got the trade going. So Litecoin's got momentum. If you haven't bought it, it's already off. You will need to wait for another pullback. So this is a very significant level. The reason I'm looking at it is it's really a major support level. There you go from here. So that was that level there, and that just retested that all-time high, and it passed with a bullish candle. So it's going to continue on. Got the MACD going up. So definitely Litecoin will have some target based on this structure. Definitely Litecoin's one of those to buy. I want to buy more, but I missed that entrance. So there's my process is, or my strategy is, I have a portfolio which I go along with, and also got a portfolio that I have money to trade with, and those two are separate. So what I do is when I make profit, I buy coins, and I'll hold them with the profit money. So I just continually accumulate money to buy coins because we're on the bull run, and this is still going to go for a while. We don't know how long it's going to go for, but it makes it easier just by buying coins with your profit money. And Litecoin's one of those ones that you should have in your bag. It's been used everywhere, so it's a nice stable coin. Now 13. So it's a 13. You want me to teach you strategy? On the hour. Is one strategy you use? Yes, I use. But so just answering someone's question here, the 1350 EMA strategy, I use a 1 hour, but it's a check. It's a check in the box. So what I mean by that is, along with other things like structure, trend, the 1350 EMA, and I'll give you an example. So let me pick an hour. So I'll pick Bitcoin, for instance. Where's Bitcoin? Because I remember teaching someone else about this. Okay, so I'll teach you a quick one with 13 EMA. That's a bit loud, I think, for you guys. So let me put the volume down a bit. Okay, so it's a very strong, powerful. It's like I said, you need a tick in the box for your strategy. So if I get this chart, I'll put on the 1 hour. Yep. And now I'm going to put my 1315 EMA. What I've done with my 1315 EMA, I modified it where when it crosses over, it gives me a vertical line. So let's go and zoom in. So number one, it's got to have a formation. So you can see here where on my chart is the 1315 EMA ribbon. when it's going downwards, it turns red. When it goes up, it goes green, just to make it easy visible. And when it crosses over, I get this vertical line. Let's zoom in more. I'm going to give you an example of a perfect trade. Come on, zoom in. All right. So you can see this structure. Okay. Get my pen out. That's where we've got the 1350 EMA cross. This is really slow. Come on. I need to close more. Close a few screens, guys, so just give me a moment. Okay, let's see how we go. I'll get my pen out. We have obviously a formation that's going to break to the bottom side. Yeah, so it breaks down. But we have this big structure. Within the big structure, we have this formation. Let's do it a bit clearer. So we get rid of that line. So you can clearly see. There we go. Just expand it a bit more. You can see price being rejected from those tops, but this formation is bullish. It's actually a reversal formation. The reason being is it's touching this line a few times, and eventually it finds a support level, which you can say it's like a wedge, downward wedge, and this is a reversal, and there will be a bullish divergence for sure in this area. Now the price breaks, so price is finding resistance right underneath there. And if you're watching at the time, price breaks above it, and you're not sure what's going to happen. But then we get this 1350 EMA crossover. So when you get that, and the fact that it broke above a structure, is a tick in the box. Okay. Let's see if there's another one, a better example. Even here, this is even better. So we've got this structure there. Don't forget we're an uptrend, yeah? So we're going with the trend. We have an uptrend. We have this mini structure. We have the 1350 EMA on the 1 hour crossing over again. And respecting this line, and when it breaks above it, you've got a tick in the box. It's a checklist. So that is a good entrance signal, and therefore up there goes. So that's what you use it for in that sense. Now I can see Bitcoin hit my resistance, and there was a response. So Fibonacci works. You will not got that. You will not have that response without that fib level. So now we see a red candle there. What does it mean? It just means that Bitcoin's going to have a bit of a pause. Chances are, give us another go to buy in. So what we'll do is we'll get this level placed there, and let's hope that Bitcoin pulls back to this fib level or the one below. And I doubt it. I think it's just going to do a bit of a pause, a little wriggle here, and then up it goes. Because it's already done the hard work here. It'll do one of these ones here. Okay. So that's Bitcoin. Let me just put that to the side. And there was Matic I was after. Matic is not playing ball. So look at that. It went up and it came back down again. Nasty. So I'm looking at Matic. Matic is ready to go. It's done all the hard work. It's the top layer now. So in here, there'll be a bit of a shakeout. That's what's happening. Just before you leave this structure, there's a shakeout, and you've got to be careful of that. But if you really don't care, your entrance point, knowing that's going to go, it's still a good time to buy. So if you haven't bought Matic, and this is going to go a fair bit, in the initial target will be that height for Matic, and I would say that I'll play definitely a double top will be a problem. So there'll be a rejection there for sure, and then and we'll take it from there. But it's still a good buying area. It's possible that Matic could just stay here for a while and then break up and so on, and then maybe play around here for a while, another shakeout, and then go up. Just it's got levels, but once it clears, it's free to go. Now, if that's one scenario, hypothesis, can this be another? Can we say that this has already broken the structure? And it's possible. So that it might not come back, might not hang around long. So yeah, Matic's a good one to buy. Let me see if I bought any. I remember watching it. What I'll do is I'll put a small order and high leverage and take advantage of that. Let's see if I bought it or not. Yeah. And now what I'm going to do is look at the small time frames for Matic. It's about to, yeah, Matic's pretty much primed to go. So looking at the 15-minute at the moment, it's found support, but I'll wait for another green candle for 15 minutes. I want to see something there. So I'll just keep this to the side. Okay. I'll go. There was another one that I was looking to trade today. Okay, so you can see Algo is actually ready to go. It's doing the last stage. So here's the thing here. There. That is been a major resistance, and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's broken above it. So you'd be crazy not to buy this, right? So I think what's happening is that formation, and next green candle, jump in. That's my suggestion on that one. So I'll definitely take Algo. And Algo's on the, we've done a lot of work. Well, it's done a lot of work in this big structure, and it's not the cleanest. Too many wicks up and down, but in average, it's still going to go up. So I'll wait for the green candle. I'll look at the 4-hour. I'll look at the 8-hour. Let me see what 8-hour does here. I'll use that 8-hour to gauge my entrance on this moving average. What have we got? So Litecoin is very off. GRT, what's GRT doing? GRT is a bit disappointing. I thought it would hold this level, and it's not. So GRT is a bit slow, so I wouldn't touch that for a while. So you get a code trade, yes. I see one thing off on the checklist along with the breaking the structure. Yes, exactly. So what you need is a trend on the macro level. You need the moving averages, you need Fibonacci and structure, and you need at least 2 or 3 of those confluent to giving you a message saying it's going in this direction. The 1350 EMA is one of those checklist item. It doesn't have to be always, but when it's a trend that's going upwards, definitely. And you can also say in reverse with other moving averages, when like on the daily, if they cross over, it's downward pressure and so on. And what I've done with the 1350 EMA is I seen it on the internet, so I'm using it in a different way. And then I studied the Bitcoin chart, and I go, geez, it's a powerful tool. And if you look at the history of it, it does a lot. So EOS, here we go. EOS is off, it's gone. I've got EOS as well. I try not to get too many coins, but what I like to do is get a coin that's about to break and then ride it. I don't put too much money on it. I've got my favorites like ADA and all the rest where I have a bigger percentage. EOS is not one of them. But I'm not going to let a breakout go for free. So right now, this is phase 1, phase 2, probably another phase 3, and then we'll reassess. So EOS's target. There's ways of doing this. Let's see. Wrong one. That's a good fit. What I'll do is reverse it. Add my Fibonacci's and 2.618. Okay, so we've got that. For this structure, it's pretty much your target for this structure. We can say the other part of the structure is that level. Where is it? So I would say for the bigger structure, that's the target there, 2.272. So when we might get a rejection here, but it's already gone above the 1.68. Let me see another method. Actually, I can do that there. Use this pivot point here. Yeah, 1.414, so it's really extended. This is really one major target. If it's got a bit more to go, we'll be here. The 1.618 golden ratio. Yeah, so that is a local top potentially, and a bit of a pullback. Here we have ADA. ADA's going strong. Oh, so it took a while. So my first target is up there, which is about $1.70, $1.80. And my guess is that you'll retest this. So should do that. ADA's likely to retest this, like the other ones. Retest this level. And should have a big bag of ADA, definitely. And ADA's going to go a long way. But this is just started. Okay, this is going to go a long way. So I would even say up to you. So I've got these ratios here. These are all milestones. So once ADA hits this one, which is about $2.27, I would dare say that ADA is going to go to the next one, which is $3. So what we don't want to go ahead of ourselves. Let's see what happens and the structure it takes, because if it hits here and it pulls back to there, well, I want to trade that. You know what I mean? And then it'll go up like that, and then so that's the initial target, the main target, the golden ratio. And I like to see what it does. I might sell a cash in about some percentage on my coins, and if it pulls back down, put those back, buy it cheaper, and then up it goes again. So I'm looking for something like that moving forward. This was clearly an accumulation area. We spoke about it many times. It's on my posts, and many people have done that as well. So ADA, yeah, you have to be patient for ADA for this level, and now the patience pays off. Now it's breaking up. It's got a beautiful uptrend. It's strong. Just in the past day, what has it done? It's up 27%. It's worth the wait. And keep putting money in, really. Let me see my other trades going. Yeah, baby. I'm pretty happy with that. Just to let you know, give you an idea what I'm doing. Here's another trade of ADA. Leverage high, in the profit, and I'll just let it ride. Although that says Matic, it's not. There you go. My interest point was there for this one, and so on. Just to give you an idea what's going on. So I bought a whole bunch here for accumulation, and I'm trading, as it goes up, I'm trading these little bumps. I'm trying to make money out of that, and pretty much to accumulate more ADO or accumulate something else. BNB, let's see what's doing now. Come on, come on. BNB. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. So BNB was crazy. And look at that. Oh, come on. I'm having a delayed effect on my screen, on my computer. I don't know, it's probably because I'm sharing the screen. So, if you can see, I could probably force this. Let me see. Remove the log. Not going to help. So that is parabolic. You know, I didn't see that. Jeez, yeah. So now I get it. Definitely parabolic. And I should have known, based on this, that wasn't the exit. So a few of us exited in the 500s. But if I saw this structure, I would have known that this was going to be bummer. Yeah, you got to look at it from a big picture. That was my mistake. Selling a bit short. So the parabolic structure is very unique, and I made a point to learn this. Come on, come on. So now, here we go. You can see how it's acting as support, that line. This is going to go, and it is going, and I did buy. I bought it because of this structure, not the big picture. I bought it because of this. Okay, so that's the base. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you look at my my post, I'll get one. I'll show you. VET. That's right. I did VET. Where's my VET chart? Here we go. So I was talking about VET today, and I said VET was parabolic, and that he had more to go. Yeah, and it was on the support, and that's the target. Now you can see this structure is very similar to this, right? And we have the bases and all the rest. So my mistake was not identifying this early enough and knowing that this was a breakout from this parabolic structure and there was support here, and that's why I went, that last bit is a lot of money, yeah? And that's where he goes parabolic. I'm scared. I wish I saw that. Bummer. Lesson learned. But that was because I didn't have a log on settings. Anyway, there's a lesson for you. Learn parabolic. And just to put the plug in, all this TA that I've done is self-learned, but from observation as well as looking at reference sites. I have 4 strategies based on the cradle, Fibonacci, and breakout. There are 3 strategies. Then I have the inverted bar or bump and run strategy, and I have the parabolic strategy. So I've got 5 strategies so far. In those 5 strategies, there are formations, and some, I suppose, unique skills that you acquire by having experience. If you want to learn these strategies long term, I'm building a website to teach this, and obviously it's another revenue for me. And what I'm doing is I'll be teaching these people all these strategies via my website, online videos, study cases, live trades, and obviously and tutoring as well. So what I plan to do is have a weekly tutoring as well, the ones that I've joined in. So if you're part of my website and you paid a subscription, you will have access to, depending on your subscription, you will have access to the strategies or the fund, and the basics are pretty much for free. So if you join my website, it's still going to be for free to learn the fundamentals. But the strategies I'll be paying money for, I'll be asking money, subscription. And on a weekly basis, I'll be doing this kind of stuff, but much better detail for teaching people how to trade. And that will be via Zoom sessions. Okay, so it'll be a private session. And that's what I have at the moment. So we can see BNB going. And go, baby. Oh, I got it. I just didn't realize it was part of this parabolic structure. So I'm diverting from my discussion, but definitely, and you can see that black line I had there before, it's just that resistance level has just broken past. Beautiful. So BNB is pretty much going to continue on. It's going to be a new structure here. Don't know what kind of structure it's going to be, but for now I'll have it up to this grey box. BNB is probably going to hit that level. This is the potential rejection area. Happy with that. Okay, ONT, let's look at that. Oh, it's gone off as well. So I was looking at that there 4 hours ago. It's got another candle. I'm just not convinced that's a structure for it. Yeah, no, it's not the structure. But you can see how much it's got to go. So I'm looking at going major crazy if it passes this level. At the moment, it had a rejection, pull back, now it's going back up towards it. So ONT is one of those ones that potentially can go really high. The next one is about $2.80. XRP. Got a few screens open. Close. XRP still, it's still continuing on. There you go. So you can see that formation you just broke out of. All these easy ones. Beautiful. So it was just a little bit of a pullback and still continuing on. XRP is going crazy. So I've got that in my bag. I'm not trading that though. I'm just going hodl on that one. And I never thought I would do that again, having XRP. And we've done ADA, so I'll get rid of ADA. it's like 88%. So I've got to free up some memory. And for the ones that haven't seen this before, I did introduce it before, and this is Behance Volume Monitor. It's a tool. You open it up on a web page. Don't close the page. Let it populate, and you will see what coins are pre-active, either going bullish or bearish. But it gives you an idea of what's moving. And if you see the name appear a few times, you know that that's actually something's happening there. So if we look at this at the moment, now the CRV is there. All right, so we've got CRV. Let's see what it's doing. That's my big chart. Decentralizes there. Okay. Bitcoin Cash is flying. CRV is trying to go up there. No, nothing that early entrance. This is not convincing as a strong move, but this is definitely Bitcoin Cash is gone. So let's have a look at Bitcoin Cash. Close that. Close. Sorry, perp. Yeah, so flow's dropping now. So that's probably going to come down to this blue level, which is okay. Stellar. So that's the daily on Stellar, and Stellar's moving on. And there was an entrance point there. Give me a fake RVN. Don't get rid of that. So Stellar has no resistance really. It's just got lower highs and higher highs. So I have Stellar that next target there, that next fib level. And oh, that's the 30 minutes. So we had that point there was a breakout. So we'll get rid of that. And let's see. I think the 1 hour is probably more better. Yep. So the 1 hour currently there's a 1 hour trend with a moving average. So I would use the 1 hour for the next entrance. So now we've got a trend going on the 1 hour. I will use a 1 hour chart to find the next entrance. Similar to here, so if you look at here, for instance, price pulls back to a fib level, has a green bullish candle, and then up it goes. So here there's a bullish candle, a pullback, hit the Fibonacci, consolidate, and then up it goes. So it's not the best chart. Look at the MACD. So this is not a strong move, but it's still a trade. Monero is pulling back. Okay. So Monero's had a good run, but there's some formation taking place. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. Ripple's just going, and that looks, that's the base. So I think this Ripple's going to go parabolic as well. The way it started, take going. So that's the base. That's base 1. Base 2. Could be a mini parabolic move. I'm not sure if we can call that another base. And no, it doesn't fit the model. The log formation doesn't need it. Could, maybe could. Keep an eye on that. But if this is parabolic, doesn't look like it. Just a top off. So 1, 2, maybe a third one. This line I would disregard at the moment. But you can see how the structure is getting smaller and smaller, and that's usually showing exhaustion. And then eventually a big top off, and then down it goes, or sideways. It's looking for the next restructure. XTZ. Hi, bro. Hello. So here's the XTZ. I've been trading for a while, and it turned out to be, I thought it might come down to this level, and it didn't, and it turned out to be here. So I did enter. I've been watching it, so that was a good sign to enter. It sort of wicked down to the 618, and this is a bonding wedge, which is a bullish sign. This is going to go crazy in a different way, and they're my targets. So that's another 50% potentially. So that's what I have at the moment. Might go sideways a bit, but definitely it's going to hit here and side range. So basically what I'm saying is, in this bull run, we have a cycle, and the cycle is having this uptrend, hits a peak, and then it does the consolidation or reaccumulation and potentially distribution if it's the end of the bull cycle. So still bullish. Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin has a lot to go, and therefore the alts could have a much more to go. Would they have a distribution cycle or a reaccumulation cycle is yet to be known. But at this point, I have something that's coming up here, and all the alts are doing something similar. And that's my theory. No one, I didn't hear from no one. That's me. And all I do is come up with my own ideas, and sometimes listen to other people and accumulate the thoughts as well. But I'm definitely open to listening to other people, and also smart enough to also think for myself. And it took a while for me to get to this level. I went for a lot of pain to get to this level. I have an IT background, engineering background, so that probably helps a bit. But this is Tezos, and Tezos has been doing great. It's one of those ones I'm latching onto. In the past, I had Win, Hot, and Tezos, and EGLD, 3 of them, or 4 of them. They've done really good for me. So when you see something good, don't let it go. I'm in this trade, so I'm not going to really talk too much about it. So I'm already in it. Now, there was one coin I was really interested in. Now here, what's this one? This is ARP. So I'm looking at ARP and looking for potential bounce based on this formation. I'm going to get to enrolled. So what I think so far is happening is this: A, B, C, potentially D, and E somewhere in here. So the next target, if you buy here, I'm just looking for a reversal pattern. And let's get rid of this. Get a bigger time frame. This doesn't help. So you can see, based on this, we have a bottom reversal. It's like it's really extended to the bottom. If I was to add MACD, the MACD also shows a bit of a bullish divergence here with the histogram. So this is building up on the 4-hour. Let's see the RSI. What does the RSI say? But some indicators do a better job than others in certain scenarios. So I'll get the stochastic RSI. Yep, that's showing upward pressure as well. And where's the RSI? Just a general RSI. There we go. A bit blind. Okay. So this one's not doing any much. 8-hour. Okay. So we can see that they all agree that this is almost bottoming out. I can see the MACD. You can see the lighter colors showing a slight bullish divergence happening on the 8-hour. I like to see this green one turn around and go up. I like to see this crossover, just like these ones. See these vertical lines pretty much tell me when they cross over. So I'll use that 4 and the 8-hour to gauge this. So if this starts going up, then I'll look at the 8-hour and I'll try to ensure that there is a crossover, showing a bullish momentum. At the moment, it looks flat, and it's going to probably stay flat for who knows long, but it's slowly building up. So ARP, ARP, that's that one. Uni's going. It's the last stages for it to fly. I've been accumulating Uni with my profit. So that's the top resistance, testing a support. Eventually it's going to go. And this was a perfect spot to buy before the breakout. You can see it's coming to this apex and then it broke out. So hit that Fibonacci. Now it's finding support on this level, and this is just going to go up. So if you're interested in Uni, I'll be interested when it's going to break out, so I'll put my high leverage move on that, and that's my strategy, looking for the breakouts and putting high leverage to maximize my profits. And yes, I am a full-time trader now. I took that opportunity when I got my redundancy. And yeah, Theta, I've been waiting for this for a while. Come on, Theta. Theta, I believe, has a lot to go, a lot to give. But it's just like that, it's taking its time. So we've come to this level here, another Fibonacci level being blocked. How long? You can see when I talk about Fibonacci, this structure. Oh yeah, I'll move that line there so I had an alert on it. So I'll move it up slightly more so I can be notified. I have Theta in the trade, but I've accumulated more, and I have this perpetual contract going with the high leverage. And let me see how I'm going with that. I might want to add more to it later on. I need to check TRX, see how that's going. Ah, nice. Beta and BNB, both I spoke about, and both of them going up. Uni's doing well. Theta is doing all right as well. And what do I have bet? It's link. Okay, so I've got link as well. So I've got that going. So Theta here, this was the accumulation box, and unfortunately, when we have no trend, you got to work out where to buy. So that was given based on the structure. You buy at this level for the dips, and you can see all the wicks, buying pressure, and then move up, and you can potentially sell there, and then come back and buy more. And now we made a lower high on this structure, and I dare say that this won't come down again anymore, and then it's just going to move its way up. So we're going to be here for a short time. If you're lucky to get a dip, I doubt it. I think we'll just hit there and then squeeze itself out, and off it goes. I don't think there'll be any retest. I think this will just rock it. There might be a bit of resistance here, a bit of a shakeout, and then up it goes. So that's Theta. But once it goes, it's going to fly, I think. Well, I'm hoping anyway. So previously Theta did significantly well, and realistically from there to there, that's just crazy. But let's look at it. That was 600 and something percent, and he had a short spell here, so these phases that went through aren't that big, so this one's going to be huge, I reckon. Anyway, that's Theta. Yeah, buy in this range, that's all I can say. If you want to accumulate something, this is it. If you're looking for a breakout, then you need to wait. Waiting for confirmation that this is going to go up. I think the lower highs and the history of the price action tells you that it's not going to go down, and it's Bitcoin dumps. So that's what I got in this formation. SNX. SNX is, yeah, it's not doing much at the moment. Just another flat level support, and it will be something similar to this when it breaks out. It's not going to be strong. Ocean. Okay, that's Ocean against Bitcoin. Actually, let's look at more about Ocean. Let's look at, where is it? This one here. Where is it? Magic is still not going. Why going? Algo, what's Algo doing? Yeah, still there. BNB's going. Oh, okay, here we go. ONT starting to move. So that was the level. So that's the target. That will be the target. And let's just flip this around. This is the way we do it. New chart. Back. So if I put pressure, definitely ONT is one to have. And what I can see right now, I'll use that level as a trend line for the time being. Major resistance. So it's still in a reaccumulation phase. But what you need to understand is it's already done the major work here. This big structure. Yeah, so that not shape, but that was the structure. And in that mini structure, so this is just going to continue on for another mini structure, and off it goes. It's not like the others. And it's hard to read. Brave perp. Testing this. So it's tested this area a few times. Doesn't really want to break away, but it will. But it's not for my liking. TRX, I got that. Did we talk about TRX? There we go. So TRX is got that target based on the structure. So there was this structure initially that it's broke out of. Then it did this other formation, and it broke out of that, and now it's going. Now we have resistance here. Maybe one more pull back, 3 touches, and then off it goes. So TRX is on its way. Rune's been dynamite, and you can see that the formations are pretty clear. You can argue about this formation, if it's there or not, but it's found its support, and it's pretty clear where it found the support. This level here. Pretty, look, we have how many touches there? This was major resistance, therefore it's found support, and it would be no surprise if it was a major Fibonacci from there to there, and it's a 0.302 Fibonacci level. Based on that, no surprises. And you got this downward expanding wedge. Oh, sorry, descending wedge, and break, and then a bit of a pause here. That was a resistance level, local resistance, and so this was the perfect buying spot. If you missed this, this was our next buying spot. I missed this one just because I was sleeping, and it looks like it's hit a target, but it seems to be, it might continue on to the next one, to the golden ratio. So it's got another, potentially it's got another 5 or 6% to go before we find it pulling back a bit. So the golden ratio is what I'm expecting to play a main resistance, the local target, and then another continuing formation. Unless you guys want something for me to look at, I'm pretty much done. It was actually, let's do one more thing. Let's close this. Sushi is winding up slowly, and we didn't look at Ethereum. So what's Ethereum doing? Or we did Ethereum, but let's see what it's doing now. So Ethereum made nearly 2,400. Wow, it's going. All right, so let's do this. New chart layout. And just go through it all. Oh, there you go. Inches look like, inches looking good. Oh yeah. Okay, I did that, didn't I? This is going to break out. It's already breaking out, really. Anytime you see something with a curvature bottom, is a good sign. See the zigzag here? This is gonna move up high. So time to buy inch. Let's see if I've got any cash left. The immediate resistance is that. Is the immediate resistance, local resistance. And there's many formations that I've seen in the past where this pretty much goes like that. So 1 inch is pretty good. If you want to buy anytime soon, I doubt it'll pull back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that one with a red. I've okay. Been waiting for it, but it's just too slow. Yeah. Let's put on the 4 hour. That's very, very strong. It's not shape. I don't know what to make the other one. That's fine. No. Actually, let's look at the big ones. The best good performance Dodge. So Dodge went crazy today, yeah? Oh, cat loss. That's crazy. Seriously? How can they do that? Seriously? That's pump. That's a, what the hell? 80%? That doesn't make sense. Chart makes no sense. But that, here there was a formation, I didn't see that. But that response, it's crazy. Look at that compared to other coins. Nah, that's just FOMO jumping in, or pump and dump. Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, it's recent. So a recent breakout. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'm going to take a break. I'm feeling a bit tired. Can't, how long I've been online? A bit too long. And I'll try to do one tomorrow, maybe in the morning or maybe at this time. We'll see how we go. Hopefully you benefited. And if you've got any comments, if you want me to look at anything tomorrow or the next time, let me know. And yeah, give me a like, share this post, and hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys, enjoy. Thanks for joining me. Bye.